Introduction. The United States, with its 50 states stretching from the Atlantic to the Pacific, carries names that are more than administrative labels. They are stories carved into history, culture, and identity. Each name holds the imprint of those who once inhabited these lands, from European settlers to the native peoples who thrived here for thousands of years before them. In this video, 5W Explore invites you to discover the origins of 9 American states whose names come from native languages. These names do not merely describe rivers, mountains, or plains. They preserve memories of entire civilizations, echoing across time on the map of modern America. Alabama. The name Alabama originates from a Native American tribe of the same name, recorded by the Creek as Albamaha. In the Muskogean language, it means, those who clear the land, or woodcutters. The name conjures the image of the first inhabitants cutting through dense forests, cultivating fields, and building villages. When European settlers arrived, they preserved the tribal name to designate the wider region. Over time, Alabama entered maps and national memory. Today, the state stands as a symbol of the American South, where rivers and forests meet history, and where the echoes of ancient peoples remain embedded in its identity. Alaska. The name Alaska comes from the Aleut word Alyeska, meaning, the Great Land. True to its meaning, Alaska is a vast expanse of snow-capped mountains, endless glaciers, and extreme climate. For the Aleut and Inuit peoples, Alaska was not an obstacle but a homeland where ice and snow defined life and culture. When Russia sold the territory to the United States in 1867, the name was preserved, carrying forward its native origin. Today, Alaska is known as America's last frontier, a place where wilderness still reigns and human presence feels small. Its name remains a reminder of grandeur and untamed natural beauty. Arizona. The origin of Arizona is still debated. One theory traces it to the O'odham phrase Alisona G, meaning, small spring, a precious source of life in a desert land. Another suggests the Basque words Aritz Onik, meaning, good oak trees. Whichever its source, the name reflects vitality and survival against adversity. Arizona has long been home to the Hopi, Navajo, and many other tribes whose traditions endure in the desert and mountains. It is also the land of the Grand Canyon, a natural wonder carved by time. Thus, Arizona symbolizes resilience, a name that embodies life where the desert seems unyielding. Connecticut. The name Connecticut derives from the Algonquian word Quinnitukit, meaning, long tidal river. Indeed, the Connecticut River has always been the lifeline of the region, carrying fertile soil, commerce, and stories through centuries. When English colonists settled in the 17th century, they adopted the native name for the land. Over time, Connecticut grew into one of the original 13 colonies, remembered for its pivotal role in America's founding. Today, behind the image of industry, universities, and modern towns, the name Connecticut still whispers of the river that first nourished its people, a connection between humans, history, and nature itself. Illinois. Illinois originates from the Illiniwek Confederation, a group of Algonquian-speaking tribes who once thrived in the Midwest. French explorers recorded the name as Illinois, adding the suffix ois. In the native tongue, it has been translated as the men or the warriors. The fertile land of Illinois supported entire communities, with villages, trade, and rituals rooted in the soil. Later, European settlement and conflict transformed the region forever. Yet the name Illinois still carries traces of the past, a reminder of people who lived, fought, and endured long before the state became the heart of America's Midwest identity. Iowa. The name Iowa comes from the Iowa people, a Siouan-speaking tribe. The word has been interpreted as the peaceful ones or the sleepy ones. French missionaries and explorers recorded it to identify the fertile land along the Mississippi. Today, Iowa is known as America's agricultural heartland. Its endless fields of corn and soybeans feeding the nation. But the quiet landscapes conceal deeper stories. Long before tractors and barns filled the plains, the name Iowa reflected a people's way of life, their bond with nature, and their presence on this land. The state's name remains a living echo of its native origins. Kansas. Kansas is named after the Kansa, or Ka people, whose name means people of the south wind. The meaning fits perfectly. Kansas is a land of winds sweeping across endless prairies, golden wheat, and boundless horizons. In history, Kansas became a violent frontier, the scene of bitter conflict over slavery, remembered as Bleeding Kansas. But beyond the bloodshed, Kansas still carries the spirit of open skies and resilience. The name itself speaks of freedom, of winds roaming untamed over grasslands. Kansas is both a state of agriculture and a symbol of the struggles that defined America's path toward liberty and union. Kentucky. The exact origin of Kentucky remains uncertain, though many believe it comes from an Iroquoian word meaning Meadowland or hunting ground. True to the name, Kentucky was once rich territory for Shawnee and Cherokee hunters, its valleys and forests echoing with stories. When pioneers like Daniel Boone explored the region, they kept the native name. Over time, Kentucky became famous for its rolling pastures, bourbon whiskey, and horse racing. Yet beneath these cultural icons lies a deeper layer: Kentucky as the frontier. Wild and untamed, its name is short, simple, but filled with echoes of wilderness and human endeavor. Massachusetts. Massachusetts comes from the Massachusetts tribe, meaning the great hill by the sea. The description matches the region's rolling hills overlooking the Atlantic. When the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth in 1620, Massachusetts became the cradle of American history, the site of the first Thanksgiving, and later, the sparks of revolution. But the name itself predates all of that. It speaks of a sacred landscape, where mountain, forest, and ocean intertwined. Today, Massachusetts is known for its cities, universities, and history. Yet in its name still lives the ancient voice of the land and people who first gave it meaning. The names of America's states are more than lines on a map. They are voices from the past, carrying memories of the people who first lived on these lands. In this video, we have uncovered the origins of 9 states whose names come from native languages, each one telling a story of rivers, forests, winds, and sacred places. Together, they remind us that beneath modern America lies a foundation built by ancient civilizations, whose words still echo today. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to 5W Explore. Many more hidden stories of our world await you in the videos to come.